Take equal parts intuition and research, add a pinch of psychological warfare, and you have a recipe for bidding success. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a veteran of several home purchases, making an offer can still be intimidating. You probably won't be negotiating face-to-face with the seller, but you still need to make all the right moves. From the first house tour, lay the groundwork. Be friendly and try to make small talk with the seller. You have a much better chance of getting your offer accepted if the seller knows and likes you. Your offer may even win out over a higher price from an unknown bidder. Compliment the seller as much as possible. Remember that the home is the owner's pride and joy. Never talk about remodeling or point out features that you don't like. As a buyer's agent can't talk to a seller directly, ask the seller questions your agent can't ask, such as why are you selling and what price are you looking for? Find out what the seller's hot buttons are. For example, if the seller is concerned about finding a replacement property, offer to rent back the property for 30 to 60 days so the seller can find a new home. Deciding how much to bid is often tough. Your best bet is to find out what comparable properties are selling for. If comparable properties are much lower than the seller's asking price, have your agent include this documentation with your offer. Even if the home has value range pricing as opposed to a fixed price, base your bid on market value and not the value range. However, consider the seller's feelings. Starting off too low may insult him or her. Have your agent ask the seller's agent if there are other interested buyers. If there are no other potential offers, you could start with a lower bid. In a multiple bid situation, you should submit a stronger offer at the onset, as many sellers only counter the top bidders. In rapidly appreciating markets, consider bidding slightly above the asking price. Your property may even go up in value during escrow. However, be careful not to get caught in a bidding frenzy. Set limits and don't overpay for a home. There will usually be another home out there for you. Some sellers love to negotiate. If you are reaching your dollar limit in the bidding process, have your agent tell the seller that this is your final offer and that you're considering other properties. If the seller says he'll wait for a higher price, have your agent emphasize that you may not be around when the seller reconsiders. Remember that timing counts. If you like a property, write the offer as soon as possible. Many rookie buyers are tentative and try to do all their homework prior to making an offer, by which time the home could be sold to someone else. Most contracts allow the buyer some time to check out the property, make inspections, and review reports. Write offers now and investigate later. You don't want to be the person who is most prepared for a race but starts a few days later than the competition. If you come in second with your offer, ask your agent if your offer can be in a backup position. If the original offer doesn't go through for any reason, the property will automatically go to you. Be sure to have the agent include a provision in your backup offer allowing you to cancel at any time. If there are competing offers, consider structuring your bid with a short escrow and all cash. Just be sure your lender can accommodate your terms. Other ways to put yourself ahead of the pack are to include proof of your ability to make the down payment, such as bank statements and a loan pre-approval letter from your lender. These show the seller that you're not only serious, but also able to consummate the deal. If you've got cash on hand, show a bigger deposit with your offer. Whatever the financial terms, minimize the number of contingencies in your offer. If you anticipate the seller taking the highest offer without negotiation, bid an odd number. If the listing price is $400,000, bid $410,000. Sometimes you'll beat the competition by a mere $100. Even with the best intentions, negotiations can come to a screeching halt. To break the deadlock, focus on issues that you and the seller can agree upon. If you can, give up something less important to gain momentum, such as making a concession you can live with to achieve a lower price. It may also be helpful to give the seller some options. For example, offer the seller a higher price with a longer escrow or a lower price with a shorter escrow. Most importantly, set a deadline for action. That way you can move on to another home that meets your needs if there's no resolution. For more information on being a successful negotiator and hundreds of other topics, check out the national bestseller, Home Buying by the Experts, at www.homebuyingbytheexperts.com or call 888-836-5675.